أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome everybody to another one of your G2 classes. I hope you're all doing well today, inshallah, and jazakumullah to everybody for arriving to the class today on time. As always, we're going to start off our class with an opening prayer. And for that, if I could please request our co-host to call a student to the mic. Assalamu alaikum, co-host.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
G247.
Jazakumullah. Student G247. Assalamu alaikum. Student G247. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you doing today?
Good, and you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So let's start off with the Ta'awudh and Tasmiyah, and as you recite it, make sure you read out the English translation as well with it, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan's rejected. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Perfect. Well done, mashallah. Very, very nicely recited. And are you able to recite this following prayer on your own, or would you like me to lead you in?
Can you help me, please?
I sure can. So if you'd like to repeat after me. Rabbi allimni
Rabbi allimni
ma huwa
ma huwa
khayrun indak.
khayrun indak.
Okay, so you give a full nasal sound. Khayrun.
Khayrun indak.
Perfect. Well done. Where you're going to give a full and half nasal sound, that's inshallah what you will be learning soon in the future lessons. But for today, that's perfectly fine. And can you also please read out the English translation for us?
O my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge.
And it's from Tazkira. MashaAllah, that was really, really nicely recited. Jazakumullah student G247 for coming to the mic today. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz for now. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at our class etiquettes before we proceed on to our class schedule for today. So make sure you have joined the class today having done your wudu, so your ablution. Make sure you're wearing clean clothes and that your head is also covered. It's also very important to sit in a quiet place so we can eliminate any kind of background noise or distraction. And it's also helpful to have a parent present to guide you throughout these classes. And if need be, they can also help you revise those rules in the future because they would have learnt it with you. They would know how to teach you those specific rules that you've learned during these classes. And lastly, make sure you have signed in with the correct ID as we are only able to call the correct IDs to the mic, okay? So you can use your time right now to find yourself in the participant list and rename yourself if you have happened to sign in with the incorrect ID. All right. So today is class number 11. We have already done our opening dua and we've already spoken about the class etiquettes. Today, inshallah, we'll be doing something very, very fun. We'll be doing a quiz today, which I'm sure you're all aware of. It's just a quick revision tool just to help you revise all the rules learned so far. And at about 20 past, I'll hand you back over to your main teacher for today. He will conduct the rest of the class for you today. Okay, so without of any further ado, let's get straight into our quiz for today. So, welcome to our quiz. It's a very fun way to revise some of the things we have learned so far, okay? I don't want this to be a nerve-wracking, scary thing for you. It's a very fun way and a productive way for you to put everything you've learned so far all into action and see how well you understand the rules you have learned so far. So the way it's going to run is the questions will be displayed on the screen in front of you, and I will be reading out the question as well, just so it's easier for you to understand. But the questions will be displayed upon the screen, and each question will have 4 options. It will be multiple choice. You will have 4 options to choose from, okay? You should try to answer the questions on the poll. So as soon as I display the question, I'll read it out and then I'll launch the poll where all the 4 options will be displayed in front of you, and you will select which option you think is the correct answer. Okay? So once you have selected the option that you think is the correct answer, please do not forget to press submit so that we can have the answers coming through on our end. Remember, it's anonymous, so I won't be able to tell which student has selected which answer. I will just get an overall percentage of what option has been selected. So just make sure to press submit so the answers can come through to us. And try to do this quiz on your own with no help from friends and family, because I want you to understand which rules require sharpening on, what specific rule it is that you need to go and revise and put more attention towards, okay? So just try to do this on your own and don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's the best way to learn. And at the end, I will reveal the answers so that you know what the correct answer was. And again, that will help you with your revision as well. Okay, so hopefully that made all sense to you, and we can now get started with our first question. So here it is. First question, question number 1. Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma are known as ... What are they known as? So I'm gonna launch the poll for you now. Here we go. So your options are A, short stretch, B, long stretch, C, their letters, or D, short vowels. What are Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma known as? I'm going to give you all a couple of more seconds to have all your answers coming through, and then I will end the poll very, very shortly. All right, perfect. I'm going to end the poll now. So we have had 30% say it's short stretch, and we have had 70% say it's option D, short vowels. And you are all indeed correct. Well done. They're both, you can say either thing. They're either short stretch or they're known as short vowels, okay? Question number 2. How much time should short stretch take? How much time should you spend on a letter that carries a short stretch? Either one of Fatha, Dhamma, or Kasra. So here are your options. Is it A, 2 counts? Is it B, as long as you want? Is it C, 3 counts? Or is it D, 1 count? So how much time should you spend on the short stretch stroke? And a couple of more seconds, everybody. And I'm going to end the poll here. So we have had 33% say the correct answer is 2 counts, and then we've had 67, so the majority of you say that you should only spend 1 count. And well done to the majority of you, because it is 1 count. As the name suggests, it's short stretch. A very short amount of time is given, and that timing is of 1 count or 1 second. Okay, so it's a very short amount of time. Moving on to our next question. What is the letter that carries a fatha or vertical fatha called? So what do you call a letter that carries a fatha or vertical fatha? And here are your options. Is it A, Qaf? Is it B, Madmoom? Is it C, Maftuh? Or is it D, Maksoor? So what is a letter called that carries a fatha or a vertical fatha? So let's have your answers coming through. I'm going to give you all a couple of more seconds to go. And I'm going to end your poll here. So we have had the majority of 75% say that they think the correct answer is option number C. And that is indeed the correct answer. Well done. If a letter carries a fatha or vertical fatha, we call it maftuh. A great way to think of it is the word fatha contains the letter F. The word maftuh also contains the letter F. So it's easier to help you remember what a letter carrying a fatha is called. The next question is, what is a letter that carries a kasra or a vertical kasra called? So here we are. I'm going to launch the poll for you. Let's have your answers coming through. So is it A? Is it called munawwan? B, is it called maksoor? Is it called madmoom? Or is it called a qaf? What is the letter that carries a kasra or a vertical kasra called? You're doing really, really well so far. Let's have your answers coming through. Even if you're guessing, it's perfectly fine. It's better to guess than not answer at all. And I'm going to end the poll right here for you. So we have had the majority of 82% this time, which is really, really good, say that the correct answer should be makthur. And that is indeed the correct answer. Well done. And again, a good trick is the word makthur contains the letter K, and kasra also starts with the letter K. So maftuh and madmoom don't contain the letter K, so makthur must be the one that refers to any letter carrying a kasra. Okay? Let's move on to our next question. So the next question says, what is the letter that carries a dhamma or inverted dhamma called? So here are your options. Is it A, qaf? Is it called maftuh? Is it called sin? Or is it called madmoom? What is the letter that carries a dhamma or inverted dhamma called? I'm just going to give you a couple of more seconds, everybody. And I'm going to end the poll here. So we've had the majority of 83%, which is the highest percentage so far, say that the correct answer is madmoom. And let's find out if you're correct. You're indeed correct. Well done, everybody. So again, good trick. Dhamma starts with the letter D. Madmoom also contains the letter D, and the other words, maftu and maksoor, don't contain the letter D at all. So madmoom must be the one that must refer to dhamma. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Well done. Let's move on to our next question. Vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma are known as ... And here are your options. Are they known as A, long stretch? Are they known as B, ishbahiyya? Are they known as C, long vowels? Or are they known as D, tanveen? What are vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma known as? So let's have your answers coming through. And I am going to end the poll now for you here. So this time it was a bit varied actually. We had 42% say tanveen is the correct answer, which was the majority, and we had 25% say it's known as long vowels. Let's find out what the correct answer was. And it was long stretch, long vowels, or ishbahiyya. Majority of you got it correct this time, got it incorrect this time, so don't worry about that. But just remember, tanveen are basically double stroke letters. So when you have two strokes of fatha, two strokes of kasra, two strokes of dhamma just stacked on top of one another, and that's when you make a nasal sound. Okay, so tanveen wouldn't be the correct answer. It would be all the three displayed in front of you right now. Okay, let's move on to our next question. What is the name of this following symbol? This little W-like shaped symbol, what is the name of it? And I am now going to launch the polls for you, so have a go. Is it A, called a shadda? Is it called mushaddad? Is it called tashdid? Or is it called vaw? What is the name of this symbol called? Just going to give you all a couple of more seconds to go. So even if you want to guess, just make sure you have your answers coming through. And I am going to end the poll right here for you. So majority of you, 58% actually this time, said that the correct answer is shadda, and 25% of you said that the correct answer is tashdid. And majority of you are all correct. You can refer to it as shadda, or you can also refer to it as tashdid. The word mushaddad is basically any letter that carries a shadda. Okay, so if a letter carries a shadda, it's called mushaddad. But right now, it's not a letter. We're looking at the symbol or the stroke. So it's either going to be shadda or tashdid, whichever one you prefer. Let's take a look at our next question. What do you have to do here? So you have a scene with a dhamma. You have a Jim mushaddad, Jim carrying a shadda, Jim mushaddad. So what should you do in this situation? I'm going to launch the poll. Do you A, join the letters? Do you B, stress on the scene? Do you spend 2 counts on the kasra? Or do you stress on the Jim? What do you have to do here? Okay, and I'm going to end the poll here. So we had the majority of you of 60% say that you need to stress on the Jim, and let's find out if you are correct. You are correct. As the Jim carries the shadda, that's the letter you're going to be stressing on. You're going to be pressing on this letter. And for those of you who said you joined the letters together, you were also correct because you are going to join Jim to the most recent mutaharrik letter, to the most recent voweled letter. Okay? Let's move on to our next question. How many dals are actually here? So you have a dal with a shadda. How many dals do you actually think are here? And here are your options. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Or is it 4 dals? How many dals do you actually think there are in the example provided to you? Just going to give you all a couple of more seconds to answer these questions. And I am going to end the poll right here for you. So we've had 64% of you say that the correct answer is 2, and you are indeed correct. Well done, everybody. We'll move on swiftly to our next question. What is ghunna? What is ghunna? And I'm going to launch the poll for you now. Here we go. Is it a sustained nasal sound? Is it a clear sound? Is it another name for noon? Or is it another name for ghain? What is ghunna? I'll give you all a couple of more seconds. I'm going to rush through it a bit just because we've got limited time left. But let's quickly make sure all your answers are coming through. And I am going to end the poll here. So we have had 91%, mashallah, say that the answer is a sustained nasal sound. And that is indeed the correct answer. Well done. And you make a sustained nasal sound. I was about to give you the answer. Luckily, I didn't say it. How much time should you spend on the sustained nasal sound? How long do you reckon you need to spend? I'm going to launch the poll. Is it A, 1 count? Is it B, as short as possible? Is it C, not less than 2 counts? Or is it D, 3 to 5 counts? How much time should you spend on ghunna? Let's have your answers coming through. I'm just going to give you all a couple of more seconds. And I'm going to end the poll here for you. So we have had 75%, the majority of you say that you shouldn't spend any less than 2 counts, and that's the correct answer. I was literally going to say it before the question was displayed. I'm glad I stayed quiet. But yeah, you need to spend at least 2 seconds or 2 counts on the sustained nasal sound if you're making the sound of ghunna, okay? Here's your penultimate question. So where do you make the sound of ghunna? Where will the sound of ghunna be applied? So here are the options. Is it A, sakin meme? Is it B, sakin noon? Is it C, meme and noon? Or is it D, meme mushaddad and noon mushaddad? Where would you make the sound of ghunna? I'll give you all a couple of more seconds. And I am going to end the poll here. So we've had majority of you will say that the correct answer is option number D, which is correct. Well done. The ghunna sound can only be applied if the noon or meme, they carry a shadda. Okay? If they don't carry a shadda, then you're not concerned with the sound of ghunna. Okay? So next time if somebody asks you, when do you apply the rule of ghunna? It's noon mushaddad and meme mushaddad. The word mushaddad is very important in this question here. All right, and that was the last question. I thought there was one more question, but that was it. All right, Jazakumullah. So well done to everybody for answering the questions correctly. If you didn't get the answers correct, there's nothing to worry about. And if you have sort of found yourself answering a specific question wrong, just note down the rule that it was asking about, and in your free time, make sure to practice that or revise or go over that rule in your free time. Okay? So that was it from my side today. I'm going to now hand you over to your main teacher, who I'm just about to make co-host now. There we go. So, main teacher, I've made you host. Jazakumullah, everybody, and I'll hand you back over to your main teacher.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How is everyone doing? Hopefully you got good quiz today. So let's proceed for the rest of the class. So we will continue with the prayer which we do practice from Quran. I need co-host. Can you please call someone on the mic?
Assalamu alaikum. G310.
Assalamu alaikum, G310. G310, assalamu alaikum.
G225.
Hello, I wasn't able to unmute.
Okay, it's okay, beta. Assalamu alaikum, how are you doing?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. So we got a break of quiz, so let's start with the ta'awuz and tasmiyah once again.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I seek refuge with Allah.
Beta, just do the ta'awuz and tasmiyah because we are going to start Quran again. Yes.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Jazakallah. So let's do this prayer together. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي
إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي. My Lord, I have wronged my soul. Therefore, forgive me.
Okay, very good effort, mashallah. But let's do together, so everyone can get the correct pronunciation. Or okay, so follow me, please. Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi faghfir li. Very good. Jazakallah G310. Jazakallah for your help. G co-host, can I have another student to mic, please?
G225.
G225. Assalamu alaikum. G225. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullah. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so now we will do the same prayer, but we will identify or recognize the rules which we have learned up till now. Okay, so here in this pink area, the pink highlighted area, it's the tashdid rule. So what we do in tashdid, we have to connect the mushaddad letter with most recent mutaharrik letter, and then we have to press on the mushaddad letter, right? So can you do it?
Rabbi.
So yes, very good. Rabbi, press on ba. Rabbi.
Rabbi.
Very good. So in this area, in blue highlighted area, we have gunna rule. Gunna means that when we have noon mushaddad, we need to make a nasal sound for about not less than 2. Okay, so we will try to do 2 count nasal sound on this word. Inni.
إني.
So basically, we made the nasal sound for noon mushaddad, and then we prolonged it for 2 counts due to this Jamadya. So here, first we have applied the rule of gunna or nasalization, and then we elongated it for 2 counts due to normal elongation. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So in next word, there are 2 short vowels, and then one area is representing the sukoon rule, right? So what is sukoon? That when we have a sakin letter, we connect it with most recent mutaharrik letter. So here, meme will be connected with lam. So, zalamtu.
ظلمت.
Very good. Again, it's again the sukoon rule. So, nafsi.
نفسي.
So, sukoon, and then C is representing normal elongation, right? Kasra followed by ya sakin, normal elongation. Now we have this yellow highlighted area, which is reflecting the wasl or combining. Remember what is combining? Combining is, it's right now it's with sukoon. So basically combining is when we have a sakin or mushaddad letter and the recent mutaharrik letter has at a distance. There are some few blank letters in between in mutaharrik and mushaddad or sakin. So here in this situation, we have one blank letter between mutaharrik and sakin. So this is not straight joining, or this is not just the rule of sukoon, it's the rule of wasl or combining with sukoon. So fawq, right? Fawq,
فاغ
fairly.
فاغفر لي.
So you got all the rules now? Is it understandable?
Yes.
Okay, now try by yourself the full prayer and try to do in one breath.
ربي إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي.
Very good. Good effort, mashallah. Listen minds again and then do try one more time, okay? Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi faghfir li.
ربي إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي.
Good. Jazakallah G225 for coming on the mic. G, can I have another student, please?
G3 G270.
G270. G270. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, G270.
Assalamu alaikum. I couldn't mute my mic.
Okay, you you were having difficulty in unmuting. It's okay.
Yes.
Okay, how are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
Good, Jazakallah for asking. Okay, let's practice for this prayer once again. So you got all the rules, the highlighted areas?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So please follow me. Rabbi inni
Rabbi inni
zalamtu nafsi
zalamtu nafsi
faghfir li.
faghfir li.
Try it by yourself.
Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi faghfir li.
Translation.
My Lord, I have wronged myself. Forgive me.
And it's from Surah Al-Qasas, which is chapter 28, and this prayer is in verse 17. Jazakallah
My
G225.
sister is with me. 26. She will tell her. G269.
And can you please tell me your ID as well?
Mine is G270. My sister's is G269.
G269. Okay. Jazakallah G270. G269. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, G269. You got muted again. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Okay. Are you there?
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, I couldn't
Assalam.
unmute.
Okay, it's okay. So you are G269. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. Okay, beta. So did you get the concepts or the all rules in this prayer?
Yes, I do.
Very good. So try to recite it.
Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi faghfirli.
Very good. Good effort. But here we need to do a little bit more gunna, nasal sound. Inni, right? And this one is a short roll. This, so don't stretch it more than one count. So zalamtu, right? So do one more time. I'm going to first, follow me.
Okay.
Listen carefully. I will do the whole prayer. Then you have to do, okay? Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi faghfirli.
Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi faghfirli.
Very good. Good effort. Jazakallah. Read the translation as well.
My Lord, I have wronged my soul, therefore forgive me.
Ameen. Jazakallah. Jazakallah. G269. G co-host, can we have another student?
G205.
Assalamu alaikum. G205.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. Did you get everything understandable?
Yeah.
Very good. So can you try it by yourself or you want me to lead?
I want you to lead.
Okay, so listen carefully and then apply all the rules we have learned, okay? Rabbi inni.
Rabbi inni.
Okay, so you can do a little bit more nasal sound. You should stretch a little bit more over here. Inni.
Inni.
Now two words together. Rabbi inni.
Rabbi inni.
Zalamtu nafsi. Zalamtu nafsi.
Zalamtu nafsi.
Faghfirli.
Faghfirli.
Jazakallah, very well recited. Read the translation as well, please.
My Lord, I have wronged my soul, therefore forgive me.
Ameen. Jazakallah, very well recited. Very good effort, mashallah. Jazakallah. Let's move on to mispronounced letter for today. Most mispronounced letter. So before that, co-host, can you please drop the attendance link in the chat, please? Okay, so today we are going to learn the mispronounced letter, which is Ain. So Ain is known as a letter of throat, and in Arabic, it's the throat is known as al-halak. So it's harful halak, right? So because it comes from throat. and often replaced with the sounds of alif and hamza. So you must be considering that ain is totally different and alif and hamza is different. But when our alif and hamza has sukoon sign or any short vowel or long vowel sign, then they sound same. Like if I put fatha on all of them, then ain should be a, alif and hamza should be a. So that's why it's sometimes mispronounced or replaced with each other. So we are going to learn that how correctly we should pronounce this ain, right? So how is it how it is pronounced? This is softly pronounced from the middle of the throat and is one of the typical sounds of the Arabic language. So it's the letter of throat, although the alif and hamza are also known as letter of throat, but these are from the deep down throat. But this ain is from the middle of the throat. So it's a real bit disgusting, but it's really easy to understand that whenever we have to throw up, we feel to throw up, we do ah. Okay, so the ain is the same area when we have feeling of throw up. So try to do by yourself, making the sound of R. So it's the sound of ain with fatha, just like R, right? So it's make a pressure on the middle of the throat area. Hopefully you got it. Let's do some practice with the given practice words. Co-host, can I have a student?
G211.
G211. Assalamu alaikum, G211. G211. G211, please unmute yourself. Okay, we have another student, please?
G228.
G228.
And not received 2 days.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah for asking. So G228, did you get the correct sound of, did you understand the correct sound of ain?
Yeah.
Okay, let's practice from here. So first, as we have learned that mushaddad letter needs the most recent letter to be connected. So we are going to connect fa with ain, and then we will go for the other stroke, the second stroke. So the second stroke is making a normal elongation because it's followed by blank alif. So first we will connect with ain, then we go for second stroke. So fa. Okay, very good, very well effort, but avoid the jerk, okay? Because then we have to make the jerking sound with hamza. So fa. Good. And what is the difference between these two? So this should be fa. Good. Again, both are the signs are same, but the difference is just for this hamza and ain. So we have to focus on these two areas. For ain, it should be fa. And for hamza with soft jerk, fa. Good. Jazakallah. So read this word as well. Try by yourself. Very good. One more time. Okay. Can you avoid the jerk? Fa'alun. Very good. One more time. Fa'alun. Good. Jazakallah G228. Co-host, please call some other student.
G234.
G234. Assalamu alaikum. G234, and you have a sibling as well.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing?
Fine.
Did you understand the concept of the difference between Ain and Hamza? G234, did you understand the difference between Ain and Hamza? Oh, G234 got muted again.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Ji beta, did you understand it? The difference between these two letters?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's practice for this word, okay?
Yeah.
So it has sakun, the ain sakin. Ain sakin means that we have to connect this ain with most recent mutaharik letter. So we are going to connect these two letters. Mi.
Me.
Very good. And with hamza, with soft jerk. Mi.
Me.
With jerk. Mi.
Me.
Yes, good. So hamza sakin or alif having sakun is also known as hamza sakin. So when we have hamza sakin, it needs a soft jerking sound. Okay, so it's bounced back. So mi.
Me.
And for ain sakin, sakin, mi.
Me.
Very good. Good effort. So you have a sibling as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Call him or her.
Uh-huh. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullah. G233.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. So did you find the difference between Hamza and Ain?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will practice for this word now. Okay. So here we have two sakin letters, means we have to connect them with most recent mutaharik letters. So Sin will be connected with Alif and Ain should be connected with Mim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Asmi',
Asmi.
mi'a. Try to make,
Me.
try to make the sound from your throat. It's very unique sound in of Arabic language. So try to make it from your throat, and it's okay that if you have to make some effort or it seems a little bit artificial to you, because right now we are practicing and then we will be used to for it, then it seems good. Okay, so if it's looking a little bit hard or artificial, it's perfectly fine. Asmi',
Asma.
mi'.
Me.
Good effort. One more time, just the last two letters. Mi'.
Asma.
Very good. Good job. Jazakallah G233. G co-host, can we have another student?
G258.
G258. Assalamu alaikum, G258. Assalamu alaikum, G258.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. G, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah for asking. Okay, can you read this word?
Ajala.
Okay, so this letter is ha. So fa.
Fakhr.
And next,
Fakhla.
fakhla.
Faghla.
Okay, don't make it ha, but ain. So la.
Fakhla.
Okay, you are making a jerk. So forget the fakh, just follow, consider this last two letters. La.
La.
Yes, good. One more time. La.
La.
Fakh la.
Fagla.
Good. Now you make a little jerk on ha, but you did good with ain. So we are running short of time, so I'm not going to correct this thing, but just listen mine. Fakhla. So you are not need to shake this ha letter, okay? Fakhla. Jazakallah, everyone. Let's move on to today's commandment. So, as you know, we practice one prayer and one commandment every day. So today's commandment is, it's also a prayer from Holy Quran. And sorry, not prayer, it's a commandment from Holy Quran, and it's from chapter 2, verse 239. So it's apart from the verse 239. So can I have a student on mic, please?
G288.
Assalamu alaikum, G288. G288.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. Jazakallah for asking. So let's recite this commandment because we don't have much time. So we will do quickly, okay? So follow me. Hafizu.
Hafizu.
Try to make this from your throat. Hafizu.
Hafizu.
Ala salawati.
Ala salawati.
Wassalatil wusta.
Wassalatil wusta.
Very good. One more time. Wassalatil wusta.
Wassalatil wusta.
Wus.
Wus.
Okay, so there is a difference between sod and seen. Seen is a thin sounded letter and sod is a thick sounded letter. So wassalatil wusta.
Wassalatil wusta.
Very good. Read the translation as well.
Watch over your prayers and in particular the middle prayer.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah G288 for coming on the mic. Co-host, can you please call another student?
G279.
G279. Assalamu alaikum, G279.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. G279. Okay, G279. We will focus on this highlighted area first, then we will practice the full portion of this verse. Okay.
Okay.
So here in pink area, it's wasl. Okay, so what is wasl? When we have to connect a mutaharik letter to a mushaddad, or maybe sometimes it's sakin letter, but we have to ignore in between blank letters. So here in this situation, we have a mushaddad letter and most recent letter is lam, and there are 3 blank letters. So this is the example of wasl, right? So we will directly connect this lam with sad, and sad is mushaddad. So we will apply the tashdid rules over here. Means that we will connect, then press on the letter. Same for this area, wasfa. And here, this one, the green area is wasf with sukoon, because there is again blank letter in between mutaharik and sakin letter. So the difference is that here the blank letters are in between mutaharik and mushaddad, but here mutaharik and sakin. Got it?
Yeah.
Very good. So I will go first and then you have to follow me, okay? حافظوا
حافظوا
على الصلوات
على الصلوات
والصلاة
والصلاة
والصلاة الوسطى
والصلاة الوسطى وسطى.
Very good. One more time. حافظوا
حافظوا
على الصلوات
على الصلوات
والصلاة الوسطى.
والصلاة الوسطى.
Sorry, I made a mistake. Wusta, make it thick.
وسطى.
Very good. Jazakallah G279 for your help. And now we conclude our class for today. So, so can we have another student for concluding prayer?
G304.
G204.
G304.
G304. Assalamu alaikum. G304, are you there?
G306.
G306. G306. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for asking. Okay, let's recite this prayer, which is referred as the ending prayer for after the recitation. So, would you like to do by yourself or you want me to lead?
Could you lead?
Okay. Allahumma
Allahumma
Allahumma arhamni
Allahumma arhamni
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
One more time. Allahumma arhamni
Allahumma arhamni
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Translation.
O Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran, the Great.
Jazakallah for your Jazakallah for coming on the mic, and Jazakallah everyone for joining today's class. So you're supposed to revise all the things we have done today, the commandment, the prayer, and the practice for letter Ain. Okay. Jazakallah. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.